So I've had a couple guys come in the comments and talking about, you know, at what point should they quit their main job? Well, that's a pretty big step, and I think it has a lot to do with where you're at in life. Okay, if you're in your early 20s or age really doesn't matter, but if you have a lot of other responsibilities, you know, a kid, a wife, a home, you know, that kind of thing, you got to weigh all that before you jump off into the deep end. And just before I dive into it a little bit deeper than that, I would just be wary of you know, quitting my full-time job as I'm going into the winter. Okay, I ain't doing that. I mean, yeah, the work would have to be overwhelmingly great. A lot of my equipment would have to be paid for, and I would have to know I got work. See, that 9 to 5, though, y'all know I hate a 9 to 5, but that 9 to 5 is giving you what the lawn landscape business can't give you in the winter, a check. Though it might not be as much, and it might not be as profitable to work a 9 to 5. I know for a fact it's not. But there are a lot of things that a job has that you're going to have to take care of on your own out here. Number one thing that a job has is they got stability, you know. And if you are not stable, then, you know, you are not motivated, the self-motivating type of person, then, you know, you might want to hold on to that job. Money can motivate people, and money does motivate people, don't get me wrong. But there comes a point in time where even money is not a great motivator. I mean, you know, we all have to work and we all have to do something for a living, you know. At what point should you quit your job? Well, once you weigh all the pros and the cons, once you weigh what you are making, you know, out here, and, you know, during the summer, because for everybody, especially if they're just mowing grass and doing little, you know, little shrubs, and, you know, they're just doing, you know, mowing lawn during the summer, it's easy to get an unrealistic view of what the business is and how much money you're really making, because you're making so much money, you're making it so fast, and it's so you know, lucrative, that when September, October, November hits, you're not making nothing. And it took me quite a few years of going through the ups and downs of that, to where I was always worried when the mowing stopped. Like, you know, because the money stops pretty much. And if you got kids, or, you know, or a lot of responsibilities outside of yourself, well, you got to weigh that. If you're married and got a new wife and a new baby, you might want to weigh before you jump off into the deep end. And again, I would not jump off the 9 to 5 until March or April of next year, if I'm thinking about doing it now, if there's any way I can hold out, you know, because you don't want to quit your 9 to 5 and then 3 or 4 weeks from now realize that all your mowing work and landscape work done fell off, and you're not making the consistent money that you were used to making before. I'm just saying, It's a factor. It's a big factor. It's a big deal. It's everything. It's and then you also have to prepare. You know, just because you're making really good money, you know, now and have in the last 2 or 3 months, if you're not prepared to quit your job, your 9 to 5, then and you're all of a sudden seeing, oh, damn, I'm making 2 or 3 times more money now, and but you're still working your 9 to 5. See, if you wait until March, April to quit your job, then you're in the best scenario to win, because March, April, all the way to now, you can be earning money. And since you know you don't have a 9 to 5 anymore, you can be developing contacts and saving your money and being smarter with your money than you would if you were not thinking about quitting your job. I'm all about being in control of my destiny. Okay? That I'm all about it. But being in control of your destiny and being in charge of your life and being in charge of your finances and being in charge of your business, well, it's a big responsibility, and it takes some self-discipline. And I know people can come on here and they can say, oh man, it ain't that hard. Oh man, it ain't this, it ain't that. You know, well, yeah, it ain't hard as long as you are making the right moves. As long as you're thinking about what you're doing before you do it, i.e. quitting your job before you should. Now, a scenario, I cannot think of a scenario where I would quit my good paying 9 to 5 job. You heard I said good paying 9 to 5 job in October, November. If I and doing lawn care full time, because you're not going to be able to make nearly as much money. Now, well, I don't want to say that, but I'm saying that the odds of you making, really, according to what part of the country you're in and what all you got your fingers in, you know. A lot of people have their, you know, if you're up north, then, you know, snow plowing and snow cleanup might be something that you get into. Down here in the South, if you ain't planned on your winter, if you're me and you don't plan your winter months in advance, like in April, May, in April and May, I'm already planning for November, December. Because I know that I don't have a check coming on Friday from a 9 to 5. I know that every move I make from April, May to October, November, December, every move I make during that time has got to be beneficial to earning more money and setting myself up for the winter months. And if I didn't plan to quit my job, then I'm probably not going to be ready financially to quit my job. Now, it ain't always true, but that's, you know, part of it. So, just something to think about. Are you disciplined with money? You got to ask yourself, you know, can you hold $1? You know, if you can't hold $1, keep your 9 to 5. Because out here, I get paid every day. You know, for the, you know, well, not everybody, but a lot of people pay me on the daily. So, gotta ask yourself, Can I put money in the bank? Can I hold money? You know, sure, right now, going into, September, October, November, man, wrapping up the lawn care season, boy, it's very lucrative. It might even be more lucrative, from mid-September to mid-October, early November, than it is during the summer. Because the yards aren't growing hardcore, it doesn't take as long, and it's not hot. So you can make more money. There's that. But to all the guys that are still working their 9 to 5, if you've worked all summer at your 9 to 5, and now you're wanting to quit the 9 to 5, well, hold up. Hold up. If you made it all summer, mowing grass, landscape, and your 9 to 5, then you can certainly make it through the winter with your 9 to 5 and your mowing and landscape stuff, because you're not going to be nearly as busy. So, and of course, the things I'm saying are just things that I've come across and have seen with my own two eyes, and my experiences, and my thought process on, if I were you, I try to put myself in your spot based on what I know now, and I don't think that I would quit my job. Of course, if it's a dead end job and the job ain't, it's just according to what kind of job it is you're fixing to quit. Did you go to school for it? Is it a career job? Or is it just a job that you picked up, is it a fast food job? Is it a restaurant job? Is it a warehouse job? Is it a job that really doesn't have a future? Is it a job that doesn't have a future, or is it a job that you went to school for and devoted a lot of your resources to going to school to get this job? For instance, if you're a dentist, then I probably wouldn't quit my 9 to 5 to come out here and make and cut grass. And I don't know what a dentist makes, but you might be able to make more money cutting grass. Who knows? I doubt it. Dentists make pretty good bit. But that's just an extreme example, y'all. Okay. Are you working in an office and there's a lot of room to grow, and there's and the pay is pretty good, insurance benefits and all that? Well, you got to weigh all that. You got to weigh where you're at, and there will be some risk involved in quitting your 9 to 5. There will be, especially when it comes to insurance and stuff, because and I'm not suggesting anybody do this, but for the first 6 years out here, I did not have medical insurance. I didn't. So, and does your real job have retirement and 401k and all of that? See, I know for a fact, by the time you pay medical insurance out here working out here like I do, it's a chunk. It's a chunk. It's a chunk, man. We have insurance through my wife's job, and it's a chunk. It's still a chunk, Costs a lot. And if you don't use it, then but if you got children, oh my gosh, you got to have insurance, dude. You got to. It's just some things to think about, when you're out here and you're thinking about, stepping off into the big leagues where you're your own boss. And nothing is without a risk. Nothing, nothing worth having is without a risk. There is a risk in quitting your job and doing this full time, no matter how much money you're making. But the reward, if you are the right individual and you go in it with the right mindset and the right thinking and dedication and tenacity, then you can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. Everybody's not built like that, though. A lot of people are used to somebody else generating the work and them just doing it and for a check. And you're not going to fall in that category if you are self-employed and you're trying to do your own gig, no matter how much money you're making right now. Of course you're making good money right now. I'm just being real. It's the end of the summer, early fall. Of course you're making great money. Don't let the illusion of making great money, because you might not make nothing from December to March. Zero. Then you put that average in there, and then you'll see that you're not making such great money. And then if you don't have insurance, medical insurance, then you got to have it. And that's another $1,200 or $1,300 a month. Yeah, or more. I mean, insurance is crazy high. What else I got for y'all? That's about it, man. So just be. I'm not saying don't quit your job for your dream. Mandatory at some point, but be smart about it. Make sure that you're not going to put yourself in a financial dilemma by doing it. But don't jump off the 9 to 5 too quick. Just think about what you're doing and make sure that you've got your finances in order and you got your work in order and you got all your business in order, because there might be some lean times when you get out here. Of course, everybody's business is a little bit different. I mean, some people come out here and they fall right in line and they know exactly what they need to do and they end up making great money and they never look back. And then some people struggle with it. So, everybody has their own way of doing things, and that's all gravy, baby. But for me personally, I wouldn't have it any other way. That's just me. Y'all know what it is. It's Sammy Time Monday. See ya.